Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just mentioned at the end of the Chucky Child's Play review that Case will be doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre review next Friday, the original one from 74, which the 70s horror movies are just disturbing, and just because of the way they were filmed, like that's enough to be just disturbing and icky. So I can't wait for you to see that one, Case.
Now, the only 70s one we did last year was The Shining, and my complaint was that it was too loud. So I don't know what I'm getting into with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, he does have a chainsaw.
Loud. One of the louder instruments there is.
I gotta be honest, that's probably one of the louder horror movies.
Yeah. Not afraid to use it either.
Yeah.
No spoiler.
Yeah, it's used often.
Well, everybody's talking about the Ed Gein thing on Netflix, and that movie.
Guillen.
Is it Guillen?
Yeah.
I thought it was Gain for all those years. Anyway,
Ed Gein.
that movie is part of the inspiration of him, of that serial killer.
So I don't know who that is, but yesterday Kenzie and I were texting. We had a group chat without Brian where it was just Kenzie
Wow.
and I texting.
Yeah, suck on that, Brian.
I'm actually happy about that. I don't want to be on there.
About what movie to watch next week when we're live at Alexander's in St. Charles, and it was between Silence of the Lambs, which Kenzie said is a cannibal movie. I didn't know that.
Also inspired by him.
Okay, and then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Kenzie made the note. She goes, "Oh, well, Ed Gein?
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein is so trending right now. You should do Texas Chainsaw Massacre." And I went, "Sounds good." I didn't know who that was. I've never heard of that guy.
And then I also said, with that, in case you don't really feel like talking about cannibalism at the restaurant at the live broadcast.
And I didn't realize that the other one that was a cannibal movie. So good to know.
It's a little more, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre a little more high energy, a little more up there, like broadcast.
I don't know. We talk about cannibalism. I might want some biscuits and gravy. It might make me like a sausage gravy. Yes, please. I'm hungry.
Oh, God.
Yes. So it's next Friday, October 24th. We'll be at Alexander's in St. Charles from 6 to 10 a.m. You know about our insane, memorable St. Patty's Day broadcast and Cubs opening day broadcast. We're glad to add this to the mix. A great restaurant out in St. Charles. And the best part is just by you coming and hanging out with us, having a blast, eating and drinking, that you'll be helping God Bless the Gravy, our food drive that benefits the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So it's a win-win-win for everybody coming out there. And Kenzie goes to this place all the time. So.
Oh, my gosh. I go literally every Sunday. So.
They have a standing table for you, or do you walk in like these?
Nope, you usually have to wait in a line. Not special.
Like not the Case has now seen Goodfellas. I can make a reference when Kenzie walks in. It goes back to the kitchen. They put the table out front. They kind of go out there.
I hope that happens after this broadcast because I've waited quite a long time for a table before.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Fingers crossed.
We will have so many giveaways, Q101 stuff like tickets and stuff like that, like we always do at our broadcast. And this is one you can eat the yummy, delicious breakfast food at. You can stop out for a minute or for all 4 hours. We don't care.
And I should note that God Bless the Gravy is not changing, and it's still going to be an online food donation, food drive led by the Greater Chicago Food Depository. The great thing is this year we have the Karis Restaurant Group helping us out, and portions of proceeds from certain days, including our live broadcast next Friday, are going to go to that food drive. So It's business as usual.
Yeah.
You'll have the link on Monday. We'll start donating them. We'll start feeding families this holiday season, but we just have a greater way to do it this year.
And that's cool. And that's a good note, Case, is that when you come out and you eat during our live broadcast, again, a portion of your bill is going to go to God Bless the Gravy, which is awesome.
Yeah, so this, it's not just business as usual. This makes it bigger than ever.
Yes.
You, by donations last year, just online only, 120,000 meals for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. And that reaches out to St. Charles, by the way, because it's in Chicago, but they deliver their food, their excess food, to over 200 food banks in our listening area 100 miles out. So if you live in the St. Charles area and you're like, hey, how about helping us? We are helping you. And you are helping you by coming out and having some breakfast with us.
Yay.
So we can't wait. We're stoked. 1 week from today, 6 to 10 a.m. Hang out with us. All the information at Q101.com if you want to make sure you got the address right for Alexander's in St. Charles next Friday.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
We have a chance at $1,000 in about 3 minutes. $1,000 3 minutes away. In the meantime, how about texting in your takeaway, 312-591-8300. Something that was memorable to you, not just today's show, but the entire week of shows. That's what we do on Friday. So something that's stuck in your brain, 312-591-8300. Text that now for your takeaway because you're going to have another text coming up for that $1,000 in a minute. But first, it is Friday, 9:30, like we always do. The weekend Q101, stuff going on in and around Chicagoland. Just so you know what's up. and what we're doing. So we'll start with Case, as we always do, with the music, the concerts going on. Case, what do you got?
It's a bit of a quiet weekend. There's not a ton of live music on my radar this weekend, but I do want to mention that the Violent Femmes are at the Salt Shed tonight. That's an evening with the Violent Femmes. Last I heard, that show is sold out.
I believe it.
More power to them. That is going to be a very fun night at the Salt Shed. Tomorrow, I am plotting that I might be in Wicker Park at Sub T for a matinee show. There's a
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. This would be over by about 6 p.m.,
Okay.
which is
Talk dirty to me.
which is worthy
Is it the Beach Boys?
It's
Like,
not
who's
the Beach Boys. It is a band from Baltimore called End It. They were recently opening for Blink-182 on a leg of their most recent tour. They're loud, they're aggressive, they're brash. They're playing Sub T in the afternoon tomorrow, and God bless them for that. And then Matt Mason, our friend, will be at the Vic on Sunday. He'll be playing the Q101 Lounge on Sunday afternoon, a rare Sunday lounge, and then he will close out the weekend at the Vic on Sunday.
He's such a nice guy. And the Violent Femmes, too, when they were at Riot Fest and interviewed them, I remember back in the day, they were so cool, too. Just really some good, feel-good, nice guy bands playing Salt Shed and the Vic. Kenzie, I know you got a lot on the streets this weekend, so to go meet Kenzie, here's what you do.
Come meet me. Okay, so I'm going to go over 2 right now. So tonight, if you are free, I'm going to be at the Metro by T-Mobile, 1727 West Algonquin Road in Mount Prospect. Okay, so that's where I'm going to be. You can also go on Q101.com if you don't remember the address for that store, but it's the Metro by T-Mobile in Mount Prospect. Now, if you come tonight, I'm going to be there from 5 to 7. Guaranteed entry for the all-time low show, which we had thousands of ticket downloads for that one. So you want to get your hands on those guaranteed entries. We're going to be giving away those tickets every 15 minutes. And then also, if you do any type of new activation, you'll get a free Q101 hoodie. So tons of free stuff tonight. It's going to be super fun and very active. Now, if that's not your speed or you're busy tonight, tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., not middle of the night, but during the day, I am going to be at the Potbelly Sandwich Works in Lincoln Park. That's 1422 West Webster Avenue. Again, on Q101.com if you're looking for exact addresses. But Potbelly in Lincoln Park, that's going to be awesome. Half off shakes from 11 to noon.
What?
Uh-huh. And Twisted Tickets we're going to be giving away. Okay. And then we said we have Potbelly's Wag, so I don't even know what that is. I'm going to have to see when I get there. But those are going to be my 2 appearances, one tonight and then one during lunchtime tomorrow.
And I'm showing up at your Potbelly appearance. I don't know when yet, but I will be there at some point.
Case will also be at Potbelly's Sandwich Works. It's a huge promotion.
He's there in an unofficial capacity.
Yes,
but, you know.
I'm not getting paid to be there. I'm paying my way there
Yeah.
with lunch, which I can't wait for.
Which
Yeah,
is
this is going to be awesome.
delicious there, by the way. So get the Potbellies. All that information at Q101.com because the addresses, she threw out a couple there. So everything we do is always on there in the events section. Check it out. Now, for me, I'm just going to mention that this is my annual Notre Dame weekend. My brother goes and gives a lecture since he's a doctor and, kind of smart, and he tags along. I tag along because his wife's like, you have him. You deal with him. So we go out there for that Notre Dame USC game every year. So I'll be tailgating. If anybody's got any kind of tailgating area, hit me up, DM me, and I'll come over and eat your burgers and hot dogs and drink your beer.
AKA you don't have a setup and you're looking to join someone.
It's a complete mooch. I mooch from my brother's setup, which is incredible, the people that welcome him from Notre Dame where he goes to speak. And then, so I mooch off that. And then I go to other people. A lot of people hit me up, and this is a huge night game. 9.5 spread. Notre Dame is minus 9.5 on this. I thought that was kind of big for that game. I thought it'd be closer for this rivalry game, and USC is no slouch. It's 13-20, big national televised game there. So I'll be at that game.
Can we talk about the interaction we had when we first got in this morning?
Oh, so I golfed this weekend too, Kenzie. I golf, and you didn't see me come in
You're
earlier.
such a busy guy.
Just golf on his free football game.
Yeah,
Golf and football.
golf and football, mooching off tailgates, and I came up the elevator, which is very rare, by the way. Me and Case at the elevator at the same time.
Because here's why. I got here early this morning because I had so much to do before the show started. Brian got here later than normal. It turns out we both Ubered to work and just happened to get here at the same time. And what do I see when I'm waiting to get in my elevator in the morning? But Brian with a whole bunch of golf clubs making a mess running into everything.
So carrying my golf clubs at 4 a.m. into the radio station, and I turn and see Case And I froze. I didn't know what to say.
He didn't say hello. Let me tell you that.
It was weird.
What, just steal the golf clubs? I mean, why are you so nervous?
It's just odd to carry golf clubs when it's dark outside. It's just weird.
That's my takeaway for the week. That's really funny.
You guys are lucky I didn't see that on the elevator. I probably would have turned around. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm calling in sick.
And by the way, if you don't want to see me tailgating, I'll be on that South Shore line, the train line, the South Bend today at 12:30 if you want to hang out.
Golf clubs, acting nervous.
I got to get on the train with golf clubs, a big duffel bag,
But
too.
you took an Uber with golf clubs, which I thought was so weird.
Yeah, we have one car. I leave it for Megan over the weekend because she's not going on this trip. So, I got to leave a car with her. So
Thank God.
Finally.
Leave the bitches at home, am I right?
Yeah.
It's some
Hell
real
yeah.
time. Hell
Ball
yeah.
and chain is out of the way.
Oh, thank God.
I finally won't have some woke guys weekend with the wife there.
Yeah.
Good
Some
Lord.
high maintenance woman.
But just to mention, that's what I'll be doing. But just a reminder that it's 9:30 right now. We'll get to your $1,000 chance in a second. But at this time in a week, we'll be at Alexander's restaurant in St. Charles, kind of ending up the broadcast. I wonder how it'll be at this point, because we're going to be eating like biscuits and gravy, giving out tons of free stuff.
Well, so my youngest is kind of going through like a weird attachment thing with me, where if I like leave the room, he freaks out. So my family's excited to come to the broadcast. I don't want to take that away, especially from like my older son. He wants to come see. So I'm like, okay. I go, you got to come around 9 because we don't have as many talk breaks left. Because I have a feeling Marino's going to be sitting in my lap for the last few talk breaks. It's not going to go well if he sees me.
I want to hear what he has to say. I want him on the air. A lot of things to ask him.
A lot of babbling.
You can walk away for a while. I'll talk to Marino, get him on the air, get the real scoop on what's going on in that household.
Yeah.
So we'll be at Alexander's in St. Charles. It's kind of helping launch to make it bigger than ever. The God Bless the Gravy food drive, and the food drive will start on Monday online. We'll have all that information Monday morning, but the broadcast will be a week from today. Put it in your phone. Join us. Let's have a blast.
Now, it's your chance to win $1,000 with $5K a day. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
Chance at $1,000, $5K a day, sponsored locally by Woldheis Farms Sunrise Greenhouse. Life-changing money these days, man. I could use $1,000 right now. I know you could too. So all you got to do is text BONUS, BONUS, to 95819. That's our side piece text number. Make sure it goes to the right text number. BONUS to 95819 for your chance at $1,000. We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Dated messaging rates may apply. Please don't text and drive. It's not a race. You got 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever to get it in. Whether you pull over or get a minute. BONUS, BONUS, to 95819 right now for your chance at $1,000 from Brian and Kenzie in Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, Lauren's on her way in to take you through the rest of possibly the last day above 70 degrees in 2025. Get out there and enjoy it. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with your takeaways from the whole week of shows. That's what we do on Friday, not just takeaways from today, but they can be from today. So, Case, what do you got from the listener?
Takeaway from Joe in Downers Grove. When you don't know if you're going to Guam or Idaho, it's time to jump out of the car and run like hell.
Kenzie, what do you got?
Takeaway from Nia. We have the weirdest phonetic spelling in here for her name.
You know why?
Okay.
It's because Brian calls her Naya every time she texts in. Because
I'm like, why is that there?
And Brian goes, well, there was somebody on the challenge named Naya, so I always think it's Naya. It's Nia. What's Nia's takeaway?
Also,
Jeez.
by the way, before you go, it's okay that it can be both ways. There's the Naya on the challenge is amazing. I love her. And then
I love her.
I love her.
Okay. Sorry, the phonetic spelling just took me out. Because I figured once there was something next to it that long that her name must be odd. And then I'm like, no, it's just Nia. Why did they do this? Okay.
Because just so you said it, Kenzie, it's spelled like knee, like your knee on your body.
And then a hyphen.
And then hyphen.
But then there's parentheses around. Like, it's a really long. Okay.
That shows how much we care about our listeners, man. That really does.
I almost said Kania because I didn't know what was going on. Anyways.
What's her takeaway?
Nia, it's takeaway time. I'm tired.
You're like, okay, I kind of like want to go home. Like, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
You're like, okay, I kind of like want to go home. Like, I'm tired.
I've been at a party for a few hours. I'm tired.
Can you book her on the show next week, that girl? My high school girl.
The problem is that she's in high school. I don't really.
What's Kay's gonna DM her?
Hey, baby.
Hey, girl.
So I'm a guy in Chicago, and I saw you on the news, and I would like to talk to you.
Home, like I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Never mind. I'll DM her. It'd be much better if I DM her.
Yeah, no, it'll look good.
That's more your speed.
Home, like I'm tired.
All right, finally, a takeaway from this week with Brian and Kenzie. Takeaway from Mark, checking in from 708. Troy Aikman, son of a bitch.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
And we'll get you the Troy Aikman removed announcing montage coming up here after we find out what's on the podcast with Case to psych you up for the Bears game.
Well, this morning, Kenzie called out younger generations for being weak and hating fun. That lives on the Brian and Kenzie podcast if you would like to hear her rant there.
You're like, okay, I kind of like want to go home. Like I'm tired.
We would have never made it through Jersey Shore era.
It gets funnier every time.
Also, a quote said this morning, this is the 7 a.m. podcast, I'm going to go with my old faithful George W. Bush, ... If you would like to know the context behind that, you can listen to the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
I think it's better not knowing the context.
No, please listen to the podcast. And it is Friday, so there is a movie review. It is spooky month or spooky season or whatever Kenzie's insisting that we call it. And the review today is Child's Play, the 1988 movie starring the doll Chucky. And I learned that the movie was not called Chucky. It was called Child's Play. And I did not understand most of what happened in that movie. That review lives on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
A whole bunch there to consume all weekend of all week shows. Tomorrow morning, we're on 8 to 10 for our throwbacks, the funniest moments of the week. So make sure you're listening. That's on your radio. But the podcast, you can listen to any time of the day and night. Hear any of our shows. The full shows are all on there. And again, Troy Aikman removed from this montage after what he did to Chicago and the Bears on Monday Night Football. Let's get psyched up for a fourth win from the Bears. Let's go.
Second down and 5. End zone picked off. Intercepted by Brisker. Samuel was the target, and Brisker's out near the 35. Caleb takes it, gets a block from Swift, and is in for the touchdown. They just got it away, and it's Swift with a catch. And still going. DeAndre Swift veers into the end zone. They're down and 1. Ball's on the ground. And it's recovered by Nashawn Wright. Tossed to Swift over the right side. Big play. And now down inside the 20. Snap a bit high. Kick is good. And the Bears win. Jake Moody a hero tonight.
Bears. Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.